when he gets out of it and that's it. I was like, okay, that wasn't what it's supposed to do, but that was awesome. And then later on, he picks up, the woman that's in the wheelchair.
Yes.
He goes in her room and grabs her weights, and he starts lifting them. He's like making all these noises,
How
and I'm
funny.
like, "You are great!" Like,
Yeah, I had a thing. Every time I went by a toilet, I felt like I needed to flush it. Did you do that?
yes, and he
goes,
made a comment like, "This is gonna be a problem or something."
He goes, "This is starting to become a problem."
Yeah, so then I literally just started going around flushing all the toilets I could find. I was like, "Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a problem."
Yeah, I like when he talks to himself. It reminds me of, I don't know why, but it reminds me of Duke Nukem. I don't know if you ever played that back on the PC. That was the first, or was it Doom? One of those two was my very, very first-person shooter game back on the PC.
Back in the day.
Before achievements happened. Before I had an Xbox.
I'm still loving that game, and the weapons that I'm getting to where you can like dual wield sniper rifles, and this one weapon that he keeps upgrading throughout the entire game is getting better and better.
Oh,
and
that
it's just
electric
like, now
thing?
you're shooting these bad dudes with his laser and just like pulverizing them. I'm like,
Yeah. It's fun.
you guys, this is awesome.
I'm surprised. Like, I mean, at first I saw a lot of people playing it. I mean, not even a lot. Like, I expected more after playing it, but when that game came out, I only knew like a couple weeks before that it was even coming out. Like, I hadn't heard a lot of build up about it.
Same here. I think it's like one of those games that it will steadily get more people attracted to it, I'm guessing. But it's a great game, and I'm loving it. So definitely recommend Wolfenstein: The New Order for Xbox One.
You sound like a commercial there.
I know. That's weird. I hate when I get like that.
One thing I was going to add on that you just reminded me of, I need to go back to it, because I have achievements to get. But also I wanted to see if you completed the storyline. At that one point when you had to choose between two guys?
Yes.
I want to play it the other way, like, because I hear it's a little bit different.
What did you choose? I don't think that's a spoiler.
I don't remember his name, the younger one.
You picked the blue-eyed, blue-eyed boy?
That's why I picked him. I like this blue eyes.
I knew it. I was watching this. I'm like, Jen is totally gonna fall for those blue eyes and pick that dude.
Yeah.
I picked the old guy because that guy, I think he would stab anything. And
yeah, the old guy is a little bit tougher. The blue-eyed guy, he got a little whiny at one point, and I was like, really?
Whiny. That's what he was whiny when I had to pick between the two of them. Like, stop whining, you little baby.
But what I was going to say about this game is that I love that they didn't feel that they had to do a multiplayer. You could just have the campaign and enjoy the campaign.
Yep, and I have no urge to play multiplayer in this game whatsoever.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that's how I am with most games. Like, Assassins, I don't care. Tomb Raider, I don't care. Now, if it's Halo, Call of Duty, those games I care, but...
Yeah, exactly. I get my multiplayer out of Halo and COD, and that's it. Like, everything else, I'm looking for a good story and good, campaign.
And speaking of Halo, real fast, last night, Zen and I got together with Shadow Wolf and 4, and it was so much fun. We played Halo Reach. Mm-hmm. Oh my god! And we first started off a firefight just to get things going. We're like, what is going on?
How to use the dang controller since we're all used to Call of Duty nowadays.
I know. I'm like, how do I crouch? You're like, how do I crouch? How do I reload? How do I switch grenades? And then we go to a multiplayer match, just Slayer, and we totally killed it. Like, we just clicked. We lost, but only by one.
That was weird. Like, I feel like we were playing against, like, little babies or something that got a hold of their parents' Xboxes or something.
I know. I just expected to get obliterated. I'm like, these people have been playing this. We haven't touched it in, like, who knows how long.
4 years, probably?
At least 2. I don't know. Yeah. And then we played again. Well, we played Griffball and got totally... Oh, it was bad. Bad. But
that was really bad.
But then we played another Slayer, and like the last moment, boom, we won. I was like, yeah! It
Yes, that
I can't
that
wait.
was a blast. And I cannot wait until they
we're gonna have fun.
bring the Halos games back to the Xbox One. That is going to be a glorious day.
Yeah, I'm thinking you need to take the day off work.
Yeah, I'll figure out what day it is and try to make that happen.
You don't know by heart? Oh my gosh. Oh.
Do you? When is it?
I thought it was November 11th.
Okay, I'm going to look that up real quick since we're talking about this.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah, that was a great night.
While you're looking that up, so on Twitter we got a couple questions, and a guy that we're real familiar with, his name is Indo Techno, and he actually works at Front Burner, and that's Front Burner BURNR. But he said, .net. And he said, "What's your 2014 game of the year so far?"
Do you want to guess mine, Jen?
Well, Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
I'm kind of...
Wolfenstein The New Order is my game of the year so far.
Yeah, I think that's going to have to be mine because, honestly, nothing to me is even close.
No, that story, like I've said over and over again, but that story, I have been loving the characters and everything.
I know, it makes me want to go back and learn more about the previous. There's a YouTube video that kind of catches you up on the whole series. But I haven't watched it. But yeah, so thank you, Indo Techno. And it's he's at actually I'm gonna spell his. It's at INDIO, and then it's tech TECH, and then KNOW.
And he is awesome.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy.
He's a good guy.
Although I don't think he wants us to say he's nice. He doesn't want it to get around, I don't think.
Oh, really? Well,
I know. I'm sorry you're nice. And then we had another question, Zen.
From Jeffrey, how do you say his last name?
Burrington, I guess.
And his question was, how damaging were the new platforms to your gaming communities? And he said that, like when the PS4 and the Xbox One came out, it really fractured his Battlefield 3 group.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's just become a little bit harder because the group we're in, Girl Tribe, has been growing. So we're trying to find ways to keep the community together and all communicating when we're playing on the Xbox One and the 360. So I don't think it's fractured us in any ways. It's just become a different challenge of how to communicate with each other when we're kind of like on totally two different worlds in a way.
Yeah, it can be. Like when the Xbox One came out, we had just redone our website at that time, and that the core group all got Xbox Ones. Yeah,
I ran out and bought one right away.
We kind of pressured each other into it. Like I felt like you were.
I waited almost like I don't know if it was 3 days or a week until the Xbox One released to put my pre-order in.
I know, it scared me. I couldn't believe it. I talked about you a lot, but that did help us. And then we've since gotten quite a few new girls and stuff. But with our website, it helps too. But
yeah, I think the website is main, and we have other ways we chat as a group to try to keep the relationships there, even though we're on different systems.
Yeah, and then we try to do group nights, back on the 360. Yeah,
but I think like the biggest thing, like for the group, the girls that have been with Girl Tribe probably the longest, is that we honestly just all bought the new system right away. And if we didn't do that, I think it would have been very, very hard to maintain.
Yeah, I do too. I think like let's just say if you didn't buy the 360, if you stayed on your 360, I think we would have had a hard time. Like, I think it would have been. I don't know if we really would have gamed that much together. I mean, we're trying to do these group nights on the 360, but they happen maybe. I mean, it'd be nice to once a month to happen. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, because everybody's got different schedules, and then you got to plan when you're going to be on which console. Yeah,
So especially when we heading into fall when all the new Xbox One games are coming out,
Yeah.
it's gonna get even harder. I think like you're gonna have to adapt. Like the
Yeah.
360 girls, come on, girls, get your one.
I know.
You're gonna have
Everyone.
to adapt once fall hits.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. It's like,
So I guess to answer his question, for us, it didn't damage us too bad, but we've worked really hard at trying to keep everyone cohesive.
yeah,
Yeah. But, Twitter and stuff like that helped too. But yeah.
yep, exactly.
Man.
I think
So,
that's good on answering that question. Do we want
yeah.
to give a little shout out? Do we get some new donations to the Girl Tribe
We have some
group?
awesome people. We got 2 donations for $25 and one for $69. It was all done anonymously, but much appreciated. We broke.
Yeah, that helps out. You guys don't even know how much that helps out when we get like any type of donation into Girl Tribe Gaming. That just makes us not have to worry about how are we going to maintain and pay all these bills, like with hosting and the domains and whatnot that comes up.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Zed, I know you're excited about this, but I don't think you understand. I'm about to explode. I'm so excited for Destiny just to play
You
the
were
beta.
texting me at work when they were releasing some new information, and I was like, I haven't read anything. I haven't watched anything. You just update me on the podcast of what's going on with Destiny.
Yeah.
So,
Well, okay, do you have your beta code?
yes.
Okay, so for people, so the PlayStation, they're getting their beta on the 10th, or no, not the 10th. Back it off. The 17th. On Xbox, we're going to get ours on not June.
July.
July 23rd. But if you want to get into the beta, you just go pre-order a copy of the game, and then you take your little code over to the website at Bungie. Actually, I think it's destinythegame.com/beta. And you entered it in there, and Zen, did you enter your code?
Not yet, no.
Okay, you got to enter your code soon, because starting today, you can go in and I like that. You can go in and you choose what console you want your beta to be, so that when the beta comes out, they know what code to send you to work on which console.
Okay, I'll do that then right away.
Yeah. So, and if you have any questions on like where to go, because I was a little confused when you do that, go to bungie.net. But on our forum, there's a Destiny thread, and I put the instructions on there and how to do it, how to redeem your code and do all that, because it was a little confusing. But Zen, you got to make sure you save some time. The beta's not going to last a long time. So it starts for us on the Xbox on the 23rd, and it ends on the 27th. So it's just like 4 days.
I gotta do,
And
I don't think my boss listens to this, but if she does, she's got to understand this is important stuff happening in my life right now.
I know people that are taking at least 1 day off of work for the beta.
I wish I could.
Do you have any days off?
No, I use them all up.
Oh, okay.
They're gone.
I don't blame you. Well, on the 26th, they're going to do a stress test. They want as many people to get on as possible, starting at 2 p.m. Pacific. So that'd be, 5 for you on East Coast then?
Mm-hmm. They want us to try to break it.
Break it. Yeah, and they said if you play on this 26th, you'll get a reward.
What day? I have to see if that's a weekday or a weekend.
It's a Saturday.
All right.
So around 5 Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out.
Totally.
I've got a basketball game I got to go to.
I'll be in town, so.
So that sounds cool. And then I was looking at some of the game modes during the beta you'll get to play. And they have the tower, which is kind of like the little social area. You can I think you can buy stuff and do stuff. I don't know. I've never played this. Then they'll have a little part of the story that you can play, like the campaign. Mm-hmm. Then they have the Crucible, which is their competitive multiplayer arena. And then they're going to have Strike, which is a fire team. Fire team.
What does that mean? Fire team.